Second goal of the game.
Where are you at?
Where we're at is first half, decent ball retention, ball speed could have been better, positioning could be better ahead of the ball to be able to have effective possession, to break through the lines and look to get in behind with quality. But I saw good ball retention and composure. Came in at half time. I challenged them to lift it more, which didn't happen. They then started to get a foothold in the game just purely because of more desire, and some of them obviously physically quite fit and stuff. So challenged the boys to say, if that's 3-0 at half time, down the track that'll be 6-0 in the end. That's the objective, or it might be 7-0. And they're pretty down in there because it's raising the bar. It's raising the bar for the whole group and individually, and so they know the direction, they know where we're going, they're on board, and in the end it will turn round to exactly what I want.
Kenny, are the alarm bells ringing for the cup final?
No, not at all. Good opportunity to obviously train numerous occasions beforehand. Fingers crossed we should have Warren back as well. Gives a lot of leadership to the group. So no alarm bells. Well, I look at the big picture, and the big picture is has got a lot of positives. So they'll be ready. Don't worry about that. We will be ready. And I'm confident for that.
You were missing Hill and Sklenar in the second half and you lost 2-0. Does that tell you anything about their importance to the side?
Yeah, I mean, if you take two good players out of the spine of the team, out of any team, it's going to have an impact. Mr. Sklenar's been sort of carrying a little bit of a tight hamstring, so it's a manageable situation where I want to ensure that in the coming 10 days or whatever he's going to be firing for the Lacquer final. And Lucas had problems with his guts basically, so he was struggling with that. So I just thought it was wise to take him off because he wasn't well.
Nick Mearns, probably your best game on standing player for a long time. This year anyway, I thought it was fantastic tonight.
Good. Yeah, I mean Mearns is in the second half. He's finding his feet physically. He drifted into sort of like the 9 position in the second half because he was again just trying to get a breather and stuff. But Mearns is a quality player. 2-footed, can hit diagonal balls, can find through balls, can finish. Has got the desire to win a football, which I want. I want from every single player that I ever work with. So Mearnsy will only get stronger and stronger, and he will show his qualities when he's got his full condition.
Has Hickey got any chance?
Yeah, absolutely. I said that at half time. Che Hickey's character and his presence around the players, his communication, his leadership is fantastic. Shea's the challenge for Shea, as it is with a lot of the players, is to say, well, how I'm 32 years of age, but can I get to the best that I can get to, from a physical point of view as well. So that's his challenge in training, and I was going to use him towards the end there, and he will get game time for me. No doubt he will get game time, but he understands the bar that I set for everyone.
Target away, guys.
You almost pulled it off?
Nearly. We're getting better.
No disgrace in that, is it?
No, not at all. Not at all. And we've just brought another young lad in, which is young James Hall, and it's a pleasure. Walter, it's really nice. Mate, only a week and a half ago, this club, that team out there, was top of the NPL. You know, and you got to, if you wind back some tape, only 3 weeks ago, these lads were getting smacked 10-0. You know, so confidence is dropped. At half time, to be honest, I addressed at half time that, and it's quite easy to do with a club like this, you know, to give them respect. And mate, I'm full of respect for clubs like this and Zebras and South Hobart and Knights. Give them full respect, but there again, give them nothing when it comes to walking across that white line. If they want the respect, they've got to earn it. And to give them credit, they really pushed with 3 goals in the first half, and we gave them too much respect. Believe you me, the next time we do play them, whether it be here, whether it be at home ground, whether it be on the beach, mate, there is no respect given. Because if they want respect, or any other club wants respect for these lads, they've got to earn it. We're not going to give it to them, and that's our mistake in the first half, and it cost us.
Game's over 90 minutes, but having said that, you won the second half 2-0. You must be pleased with that.
Stoked. And that all came down to just addressing the players, saying that we don't need to give them respect. Give them respect afterwards. Don't give them respect during or prior to. It's a game of football. We all love it. Every person loves it. Whoever plays it's gifted, because it's a beautiful sport, and we just got to appreciate when we're on the park on how beautiful the game is. After the game now, I'm going to be quite happy with all the lads to go up there and see and see George and see his lads and have a brew and possibly even a sandwich if they're available.
I believe there's some left over from last week.
I hope so.
Brody, you're probably got the best keeper in the league at the moment. He's in outstanding form this year.
Matty, he's doing all right. Yeah, he is. It's quite easy when you're in an environment where you're conceding goals left, right, and centre, or you've got a bag with a hole in it. To get a lack of confidence, to start chasing the game and trying to make something happen and end up conceding more than what you should do through individual errors. But I'm going to give the lads some credit, because people don't give goalkeepers enough credit. And
You've always said that.
yeah, well, you should know. You picked enough out of the back of your net when I struck them. But as you know, they don't give enough credit. They work very hard. They've got to be able to anticipate the flight of the ball, and they've got to be able to cover the back of the defence, and also the lack of movements for strikers, and they don't get enough credit. And for any goalkeeper, any young goalkeeper coming through any academy at any club in Tassie or even in the country, they've got to be given enough respect and credit to be developed properly, and given the respect to be understood that they are part of the squad, not just a number fulfilling a position to stop goals or pick balls out.
Why is he still here when all the other arrivals left?
Because I'm an attractive coach, Walter. I attract these good ones.
Do you
and
use
he's
Botox, Brody, or?
Me?
Yeah.
All of Viewland.
Oh,
He comes in a bar these days. Anything else, guys?
No, that's enough.
Beautiful. Lovely to see you all. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.